Female dogs have unique ways of doing things, and some of the things they do are downright strange. Some of these behaviors are so quirky and specific, you might not even realize what's happening. Yet these behaviors may leave you scratching your head, wondering if it's just your dog acting strange. In this video, we'll explore the top 10 bizarre things only female dogs do just for their owners. Number 10. The incredible stories of Cassie and Lechina. In 2023, the staff at Potawatomi Zoo in Indiana faced a tough situation with 3 endangered African painted dog puppies. Their mother had abandoned them, and without help, the pups would starve. However, stepping in to bottle feed them risked taking away their natural instincts, making it harder to reintroduce them to their pack later on. That's when Cassie, a golden retriever with her own litter, became the unexpected hero. Cassie was chosen to adopt the 3 pups, named Red, Orange, and Blue, raising them alongside her own babies. Amazingly, even though African painted dogs aren't closely related to domestic dogs and can't even interbreed, Cassie still nursed them with the same milk she fed her own pups. But that's not the only heartwarming story of a dog mom going above and beyond. Another strange case happened in Argentina in 2008, when a frightened teenage mother abandoned a human baby. Later, the infant was discovered cuddled up with the puppies of a mother dog named Lechina. It turned out that Lechina had heard the baby crying and, using her instincts, carried him 50 meters to her litter, treating him as one of her own. Lechina's owner quickly rushed the baby to the hospital, where he received much-needed medical attention. These incredible stories show just how strong a mama dog's instincts can be. Female dogs with puppies often end up taking their motherly duties to the next level, even adopting orphans that aren't part of their species. Whether it's a painted dog or even a human baby, some dogs go all out when it comes to caring for others, proving that their maternal instincts know no boundaries. Number 9. Seeing phantoms. What if your dog starts nesting like crazy, even though you're sure there's no chance she's pregnant? Did she sneak out and have a secret rendezvous with a neighborhood dog? Or are you about to welcome a miracle pup? While a canine virgin birth is definitely not happening, what could be going on is something called a phantom pregnancy. This isn't as spooky as it sounds, it's just when a dog's body goes through the motions of pregnancy without actually being pregnant. She might have a swollen belly and even start producing milk, but there's no puppy on the way. This can be pretty confusing for your furry friend. Even when her body goes back to normal, she might still be searching for those missing puppies, not realizing they never existed. Phantom pregnancies can also happen in spayed females if they were fixed too soon after their last heat cycle, but it's much less common. While it's not harmful, it can be stressful for your pup, so keeping an eye on her and offering comfort is key. Spoiler alert. Sometimes even our canine friends get a little mixed up with what their bodies are telling them. But just when you thought phantom pregnancies were the wildest thing your female dog could experience, they have yet another behavior that will surprise you. Number 8. Being extra attentive during their owner's pregnancy. If you're getting ready for a baby, you might notice your female dog acting super attentive and even a bit extra clean. Dogs are amazing and can actually pick up on the hormonal changes in their humans. Because of this, they might become more protective and nurturing. You might catch her sticking close by, watching over you, and even snuggling up next to your belly. It's like she's getting ready to help you co-parent your little one. Number 7. What they find at home. Your dog isn't a bird, but if she's expecting puppies, you might notice her acting like one by engaging in what's called nesting. This is when your dog starts getting things ready for her little ones, trying to create a comfy, safe spot for the big day. You'll probably see her gathering soft items from around the house like pillows and blankets and arranging them in a quiet corner. Unfortunately, she might also shred those blankets in an effort to make them extra cozy. Don't be surprised if she starts digging in the yard too, trying to create a shallow, cozy spot in the ground and dragging those shredded blankets into it. It's all part of her natural instinct to prepare a perfect, snug nest for her future puppies. So if you see this behavior, your dog's just getting ready for her new family. Number 6. Having priorities. Studies show that female dogs are generally less aggressive than males. In fact, male dogs are 6 times more likely to bite than females. This behavior dates back to their wild wolf ancestors. Male wolves are known to get into fights over territory or mates, while female wolves usually prefer to stay out of the drama and keep calm. From an evolutionary standpoint, fighting with your own kind is pretty pointless. It wastes energy and comes with the risk of injury or even death. For females, energy conservation is key because creating and raising puppies is no small task. Instead of getting into fights, they focus on the important job of ensuring their energy is saved for their pups. So while the boys might brawl, female wolves and dogs are usually more level-headed, choosing to avoid unnecessary conflict and focus on what really matters, taking care of themselves and their future families. Number 5. Controversial approach to strangers. Male and female dogs tend to bond with humans in slightly different ways, though it's important to remember that every dog has its own unique personality. In a fascinating study, researchers gave dogs an impossible task to solve, while either their owner or a stranger watched. When their owner was in the room, both male and female dogs were equally likely to turn to them for help once they realized they couldn't figure it out on their own. But when a stranger was present, female dogs were much more likely than males to look to this unfamiliar person for assistance. This suggests that female dogs might be more comfortable and trusting around humans in general, even strangers. However, when it comes to social gatherings, female dogs have their limits. Other studies show that they aren't as fond of rough, hands-on play like wrestling and tend to demand less physical attention compared to male dogs. So while they might be more open to seeking help from people they don't know, they also like their personal space a little more. It's all about balance. They enjoy human company, but on their own terms. Number 4. Finding a partner. One big difference between wolves and dogs, besides their love for humans and their ability to do cool tricks, is that dogs don't usually live in packs anymore. While feral dogs without owners might band together in packs with other strays, our pet dogs tend to stick to their human family, maybe with 1 or 2 furry siblings at most. Your dog probably sees you and your family as their own little pack. But this can be tricky for intact males or female dogs looking to find a mate. When female dogs are ready to mate, they go into heat and release a special scent called pheromones to let the males in the area know she's available. She'll wait for interested males to come to her, making her more of a homebody. On the other hand, unneutered male dogs have a natural urge to roam around, looking for a female in heat. Even if there's no female nearby, they'll still feel the need to wander far and wide to find one. Female dogs, not having this instinct, are much less likely to run away from home. Studies also show that female dogs tend to be more cautious and easily startled compared to males. When faced with something scary like a loud noise, females are more likely to be frightened or distracted, while male dogs are quicker to investigate new things. So, while males might be more adventurous, females prefer to play it safe and stick closer to home. Number 3. Emotionally reactive. While male dogs might get a bad rap for being more aggressive, female dogs can sometimes be more emotionally sensitive, especially if they're not spayed. This is all due to the hormonal changes they go through during their heat cycle. Unspayed females can get a bit moody or anxious, and may even become territorial around other female dogs during this time. After their heat cycle, even if they haven't had puppies, some females might still feel a bit motherly and start guarding toys or other pets like they're their own babies. Despite this, whether male or female, there's no creature more loving and loyal than a dog. They'll put up with a lot, including some of our more confusing human habits, without getting visibly upset. Whether it's your endless selfies or your obsession with vacuuming, your furry friend is there for it all, offering their unconditional love. So, while a female dog might occasionally have a mood swing, they're still the best pals you could ever have. Number 2. Territorial marking. Both male and female dogs like to mark their territory, but female dogs have a quirky behavior called reverse mounting. Instead of just lifting their leg like the boys, some female dogs will hop up on their owner's leg or other objects. This might look a bit funny, but it's usually a mix of showing dominance and feeling comfy. It's their cute way of saying, "You're mine," just more lovingly and less aggressively. Number 1. Their lifespan. One big perk of having a female dog instead of a male is that they tend to stick around longer. Just like with humans and most other animals, girl dogs usually outlive the boys. On average, a female dog can live about 2.4 years longer than her male siblings. And if you spay her, which is a surgery that removes her reproductive organs to prevent pregnancy and certain behaviors, you can add another 26% to her lifespan. In addition, female dogs mature faster, meaning they grow out of their puppy phase quicker than males. This often makes it easier for them to train sooner, saving you some headaches. Understanding your dog's behavior is the first step to strengthening your bond. Do you have a female dog? Which of these strange things do your dogs do to you? We would love to hear from you in the comments below. And if you want to stay on your pup's good side, check out this video here to learn the 13 things your dog will never forgive if you do them. Remember to subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.